Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Gina, Carano. All right, let me just start off by saying this, okay? If anybody looks at me, they probably think I'm a big science nerd or really into magic cards or whatever the fuck. But I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit about Star Wars or Star Trek or just anything beginning with Star. I mean, I'll watch any type of movie. But most sci-fi, most fantasy, I'm just not really into. Okay, so again, keep in mind, I don't know much about Star Wars. Okay, but for the last whatever couple months or something, I've heard a lot about this woman, and I don't know. I thought at one point she was really cool. And then, you hear about why she got fired, and yeah, a lot of people got a lot of mixed reviews on this. They feel it's a little harsh. They feel she was just voicing her opinion on Twitter. I've said this before, guys, and I'll say it again. If you're a movie star, you should not use Twitter. Once you put something in print, it is very hard to deny it otherwise. It's right there. It's going to be there forever. It's like spilling wine, red wine, on a beautiful white sheet. It's stained forever. There's nothing you can do to get that stain out. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Club soda, whipped cream, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to be there forever. And I like to put my 2 cents into this whole situation, if you don't mind. And I don't know. I mean, is it fair what happened to her? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did read this tweet, and I'm just gonna read the first half here. It says, "Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children." Jesus Christ. Okay, it's sad that in 2021 you still have to remind people of this, but if you're an actor in Hollywood, TV, movies, even if you write a kick-ass song, one golden rule, and it's not written, but it's kind of just understood, you know what I mean, is you don't say anything about Jews. Nothing. Even if it's good, if it's bad, it doesn't matter. Either way, in this cancel culture kind of world, you're going to get shit on. And someone is going to twist it and make it into some kind of evil plot against a certain group. And just, first of all, you shouldn't say anything about any group unless you're that group. When I went to Second City, there's a teacher there that told me that unless you're that race or that group or whatever you want to call it, you can't make fun of them. You just can't. You don't have carte blanche. You don't. I'm Greek and Italian. I'm a little Jewish. I'm a little black, according to Ancestry.com. Let's see if that $150 pays off in the future. But, you can't say anything bad if you're not part of that culture. You absolutely can't. And for very good reason. It just looks bad. And this line here, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was born in 1982, so I wasn't around. I don't know. I mean, she put up a picture here, and it looks like certain things are happening. Again, I don't know, but I don't want to get involved in this. Okay, because I want to keep trying to work Well, I'm not really in this business anyway. I'm just some asshole on SoundCloud, but one of many. One of many that's not named, little something. But yeah, I'm just here voicing my opinion on certain aspects of, the world, and I talk about certain subjects. And sure, I'm sure one day one of those podcasts are going to come back to haunt me, probably even this one. But again, you have to keep things to yourself sometimes, and sometimes you can't. I mean, again, I don't know much about Gina. To be honest with you, every time I went on Google to search for stuff about her, I kept putting in Gino by mistake. I'm sorry, I'm Italian, but yeah, and then I eventually found some cool stuff about her, and she's, yeah, I mean, she's worked her ass off up till this point, getting this Star Wars show. So yeah, and then she puts this out, and yeah, it's there goes that Disney money. So yeah, it sucks. I tell people all the time, like, again, like, you work your ass off to a certain point, and then it's just amazing. Like, you go on Twitter and you just, I mean, you ruin it like that. It's just gone. And now you go on Google, and like, I literally, as soon as I put in GI, like, her name pops up. I mean, she's been the talk of the town for a little bit now. And there's even a thing here. It says Lucasfilms reportedly warning Rosario Dawson to be careful after Gina Carano firing. So I'm assuming she's the one that's getting her role now. I don't know. Rosario Dawson seems pretty cool. I mean, me personally, if I had a DeLorean, I would go back in time and warn her about the Josie and the Pussycats, Men in Black 2, The Adventures of Pluto Nash. It's just certain, like, other things you have to, warn her. But again, I mean, this is how serious this, cancel culture has gotten, where, like, like now the next person in line is literally almost being threatened, and saying, look, you better not fuck this up either, And there's some kind of show on Disney Plus there. Yeah, they're deleting the episode where she's on Running Wild with Bear Grylls. Okay. And Gina's not going to be on that episode, so that's shelved. And then those Funko little toys there, they're going to stop making hers as well. But then at the same time, they make a good point. They're not stopping Johnny Depp, because again, Johnny Depp's got a past. I mean, he's an awesome actor. Look, who doesn't have a past? You know what I mean? Who hasn't fucked up in this business? You gotta. It's getting to a point now, guys, where you basically just gotta go to work. If you're an actor, do your thing. Don't talk to anybody there. Don't you dare voice your opinion, and go home. Treat it like hibernation in a cave. Don't say shit. And then the next day, wash, rinse, repeat. That's it. So again, I'm not defending what Gina said here, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, is this too harsh? Because I know, like, again, I don't follow this Star Wars shit. Some good movies, some bad movies. I don't know. The one dude in the one movie couldn't act or something, and I don't know. He had to do that other movie where he was running around and with time or something, and I don't know. Samuel L. Jackson got a quick paycheck in that one, and then something about a purple lightsaber, because he liked the color purple. The point is, just. I don't know what the point is. I gotta be honest with you. I have no idea. Like, I don't want to get in shit either. You know what I mean? So let's just talk about the Gina's career here, and I don't know. Let's see where it started out pretty good, and I don't know. I mean, can she come back? I don't know. I mean, Robert Downey came back. Hey. Well, but again, thank you very much to the beautiful website called Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, because if it wasn't free, I would not be on here. Gina Joy Carano, born April 16th, 1982. All right, let me just stop you right there. Gina Carano, she seems like a very tough chick. Okay, she's a MMA fighter. Okay, we all know her history there. She looks like she can kick some serious ass. I believe she has. And that's pretty much why she's getting all these roles in all these action movies. Because they know, she can take care of business. And but 1982, same year I was born, April 16th, which I believe makes her an Aries. Now, if you guys know anything about the whole Aries zodiac sign, again, I'm not one of these people that's, crazy about it. I don't invest that much time in it, but I do believe in a lot of the facts that they give us. And, we have a very strong personality. We say things that are on our minds. We don't give a shit. It does get us into trouble, but at the same time, it gets things done. It's like the old saying, you can say what you want about assholes, but, we get the job done. So, I'm sure that's part of the mentality there. And once again, I don't feel there's anything wrong with that, But then again, I'm an Aries, so, teach his own. Anyways, is an American actress, television personality, fitness model, and former mixed martial artist, MMA. Okay, so that's what that stands for. Okay. She competed in Elite XC and Strikeforce from 2006 to 2009, where she compiled a 7-1 record. Her popularity led to her being called the face of women's MMA, although Carano rejected this title. She and Chris Cyborg, is that a real name? Come on, because that might be the most kick-ass name of all time. Chris Cyborg. Come on. Okay, that's not a real name. Okay, Christine Justino Venasio. I hope I said that right. But yeah, that Mrs. Cyborg. That's pretty awesome. Were the first women to headline a major MMA event during their 2009 Strikeforce bout. Even Strikeforce, it seems like a fucking movie. This is awesome. Carano retired from competition after her first professional MMA defeat to Cyborg. That's true. Once you defeat a Cyborg, you're pretty much retired right there. That's, there's not much else you can do in life. Transitioning from the ring to the screen, Carano landed her first major role as the lead of an action film, Haywire. Haywire? I just beat up a cyborg. She performed in Fast and Furious 6 and Deadpool. Carano also portrayed Cara Dune in the first 2 seasons of the Disney Plus space western series, The Mandalorian, from 2019 to 2020. Following a series of controversial posts she made to social media, Lucasfilm announced in 2021 that she would not return for subsequent seasons. I always thought it was Lucasfilms. Is it Lucasfilm? Okay. Anyways, yeah. So, like I said, she was on a good little run there, and she said the tweet there, and yeah, it yeah. Was it like Mel Gibson? Not really, but I don't know. Let's read the other part of the tweet here. Okay. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Well, I gotta say it's a little different. If oh boy, yeah. like I said, guys, you put shit in print. Good luck explaining it after. Yeah, I definitely do not agree with this either. Yeah, I mean, someone can hate Trump, but then you're comparing that to, the Holocaust and 6 million lives lost, and yeah, it's not good. Hmm. I'm just gonna say this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people already know this already, but I think the ultimate irony of this is that again, like, I'm a kid of the '90s. I grew up with Disney cartoons, 80s, '90s, whatever. I mean, when those VHS hit, they came in those nice little plastic covers. Now they're collectible items. I wish I kept them, but Lion King, Aladdin, all that shit, and Beauty and the Beast, and yeah, I mean, they're all great, man. But I grew up, and you find out Walt Disney, let's just be honest, guys. He wasn't the biggest fan of Jews either. You find a lot of shit he said, and yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah, so there's some, and then they fire her for saying this, and I don't know, a little bit of irony there, and Spielberg's pissed. You can't blame him, Again, I'm not condoning what she said, but at the same time, I mean, if you look at the history there with Disney, it's not good, man. It's and again, you look at a lot of the films, and again, I'm not going to be one of these new millennials, that brings up old shit and says, "Oh my God, look what Disney did in the past," and da 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 da, and and let's just be honest, guys. If we dug up everybody's past, music, movie-wise, and nobody would be watching or listening to anything, okay? I mean, if we're still struggling through COVID here, and if it was 1990, and none of us had a fucking internet connection, we'd all be screwed. So, But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this whole thing is just fucked up. It really is. Yeah, it sucks. You get to a certain point in life. Like I said, you work your ass off, and you get there, and then yeah, one tweet, one crazy tweet with a crazy picture, and that's it. Bye bye. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Huh. That sucks, guys. It really does. I mean, a lot of people are still wondering now, like, can she make a comeback? I mean, will she do something else? I mean, she even, said a quote saying something like, they can't cancel us if we don't let them. And it's true. We go out there, we're just trying to live our lives, but at the same time express our feelings about certain things. Could they be construed as racism or anti-Semitism? We're living in weird times, guys. It sucks. It really does. Again, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep saying this because, again, I want to keep working. But I don't condone what she said. But I don't know, the whole freedom of speech thing in America. I mean, that's a whole different podcast for another time. But it just sucks that someone says something and then that's it, gone. Like, no explanation. And I get it. Like, Disney is a huge business. I mean, Disney Plus, just whatever started months ago, and I mean, this is not what they want to have as a representative, right off the bat here, but at the same time, let's just be honest, guys, Disney's got a past too of, saying shit and, not things that, things, it wasn't always smooth sailing, let's just say that, and even now on Disney Plus, I've heard that they'll air certain cartoons or movies, and they give description in the beginning, saying something like, "Oh, well, this was in the past, and da 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 da, it doesn't represent now." And I mean, what are you gonna do? Like edit out, Mickey Mouse, for whistling or whatever the fuck? I mean, I don't know, guys. It is what it is. I mean, it was a different time, I don't know. Aunt Jemima's gone, poor Uncle Ben. I don't know. You can't sell any more rice. It's different times, guys, and there's going to be sacrifices, and people are going to get punished for what they say now, and Gina. Fortunately, Gina was one of them. It does suck, And I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not hating on Gal Gadot or nothing like that for Wonder Woman. I memean, the first movie was good. That second movie was a horrific piece of shit. Holy fuck. I mean, I wish I could go back to 1984 so I don't have to see this shit for at least another 30 plus years. But I always thought Gina Carano would have been a good Wonder Woman. I mean, she went out with Henry there, the newest Superman, or he said he didn't want to be Superman. Now he is going to be Superman again, and I don't know. I mean, think about that. You got Wonder Woman going out with Superman. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, I just thought. I mean, I don't know. Like Gal Gadot's okay as Wonder Woman, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. I felt Carano would have done a kick-ass job, and who knows? Maybe they did at one point ask her. We don't know. They said Gal Gadot auditioned for Wonder Woman, and she didn't even know it was an audition for Wonder Woman. Obviously, they don't want it to get it out there before the movie comes out, but I don't know. I had a good feeling about the Gina Carano. I mean, she can kick ass. She's a beautiful woman, great body. I mean, nice smile. She's, I don't know. I thought she would have played a better Wonder Woman. Yeah, I said it. But, things just work out the way they do, She says here in mixed martial arts record, she's got a total of 7 wins, by knockout 3, by submission 1, by decision 3, losses 1, by knockout 1. I mean, she kicked ass, man, And then a part of me, is like, okay, like, and again, maybe I'm trying to stir up shit here. I don't know. I'm not trying to, but I'm just being honest. I mean, she, again, we're living in a weird world where, everybody is trying to have a voice. And, like it doesn't matter, men, women, we're all equal, guys. Okay. I tell people this all the time. Okay. Men, women, none of us are better than one or the other. That's why we're both here. Okay. If one of us were better than the other, we would have knocked out the other race by now. Okay. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like we're both equal. Okay. Maybe on some level they don't want like a powerful, tough woman like this who can clearly kick ass both on screen and in real life, like physically, through fighting and all that. Maybe they don't want her speaking up, Maybe people are threatened by, a tough woman, expressing her opinion. And again, I'm not condoning. I will say, I will keep fucking saying this. I don't give a shit. I do not condone what she said. Okay? My 4% of Jewish will not allow me to do that. But, okay? At the same time, there's probably other people that probably feel the same way. And this is how fucked up our society is. We go back and forth and, you talk about race and, sexism, and it's just, nobody's winning here, guys. I'm telling you, like, nobody is winning here. And I know people that watch this show or the Star Wars show here, and they say she was great in it. It's not like she's her character is like going about this attitude. I mean, it's it's just a TV show, guys. About people in space and aliens, and And again, like someone made a good point too. Like what about that one Star Wars movie where they make fun of the I don't know, the guy who owns the shop there. He acts like all I don't know. It's kind of like an Indian stereotype there, and I don't know. I could say a lot of things about Apu from The Simpsons, but a tale for another time. But yeah, and again, there's all these like stereotypes there, and like I don't know, even Jar Jar Binks. They were saying he was like acting Jamaican or something, and that was a bad stereotype. And I don't know. It just it just seems like a lot of times like these movies are just clusterfucks in space, and and I don't know, the robots are gay. And look, the point is, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, okay? I think, my opinion is this. I think Disney should really look at all their movies and all the shit they've done, or even just currently done, even in the last like 10, 20 years. I mean, again, do you not see the irony here? Okay, like I mean, like, that's the thing I can't get over. Okay, what she did, yeah, was probably wrong. I say probably because a lot of people feel the same way. I don't know. I think there's a huge fucking difference, but at the same time, I mean, guys, look at your films. Like, what the fuck is going on there? I remember the one movie with what was his name? Shit, I forgot. I just saw him in a movie with James Caan. Fuck, I forgot his name. Good movie too. Oh, Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Okay, so I remember one of the Star Wars movies because I don't know. It got to a point with me where I was just watching all these movies, and I was like, fuck it, let's see what the big deal is. Turns out there is no big deal. But anyways, yeah, I said it. So. There's one scene with Billy D. Williams, and he's with this, like, kind of, I don't know what the fuck it is, like an alien or a fish or something, but you can clearly tell, they're, like, they're definitely making fun of Orientals, like, I'm probably gonna get some shit for saying that, but, I mean, if you look at it, like, it's pretty obvious, man. I mean, like, the eyes, the face, and the way he talks, and... like, come on, man. All I'm saying is, I'm getting really off topic here, but the point is, okay, is that, like, she got fired for something where I feel, okay, and again, I love Disney growing up. I will still watch Disney films, not as much now, because, I don't know, I'm not really into, I don't know, people that look like yellow pills, but the point is, the fuck are they called? Steve Carell was in that too. I don't know. Whatever. Minions. There you go. Okay, so, just be aware of what you guys are doing in your films. I mean, and again, let me just say this too. Okay, I'm gonna get some shit for this too, but fuck it, I'm already gone anyway. A lot of times when I see Disney movies, I mean, again, let's just be brutally honest here. There's not that many black people, okay? I'm just saying, and a lot of times, black people are usually depicted as bad guys, and I'm just saying, I remember I saw one movie with Angelina Jolie one time. I don't know, One Free Passes, whatever. It's always good because when you go on a date, it seems like you're paying for the movie, but you're not. But anyways, I'm a cheap guy. The point is, the movie had barely any black people in it, and like the one black person was robbing him, and again, there's a lot of stereotypes in these Disney movies. Again, you grow up, and it's all there, man. So for her to get fired over this shit, the word is irony. It really is. It sucks. It really does. I mean, and it even says here, look, Carano was born in Dallas Country, Texas. Okay, I've always loved people from Texas. Okay, and yeah, I get the whole, thing that a lot of people say. It's a different kind of thinking there. I met a dude one time from Texas. Up here in Canada, he was a cool dude, and I even asked him about Trump, and he goes, "Well, sir, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's a fucking idiot." And there you go. And again, when you're in a bar, okay, the two things you don't talk about, religion and politics, but you have a couple of drinks, you just say fuck it. And he's a cool dude, and again, like, and my mentality changed too, because you think again, all these people from Texas are, they think the same way, whatever, and it's not, like again, like, just because one person thinks in a certain way, it doesn't mean everybody thinks that way, But I've always respected people from Texas. I mean, they're tough people, man, and it's. I shout out to the people there. They've had to deal with some difficult times there with the weather, and I don't know, their mayor not giving a shit for some reason. Jesus, but yeah, and the women there. Oh my God, they're fucking beautiful. Jesus, I mean, they're built. Big voluptuous women, but I mean that in a good way. I mean, they're beautiful. I mean. Size 18, 20, bring it on, man. I don't give a fuck. And raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. The daughter of Dana Joy Cason, and casino executive and former professional football player Glenn Carano. There you go. See, I didn't even know that. So, I mean, this is a tough woman here. So you got her mother, who's a casino executive. Which, if you know anything about casinos, it is a pain in the ass to run. You got to worry about a lot of fucking shit, okay? If you watch the movie Casino with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and Sharon Stone, a lot of shit goes into it, man. So you got to be a tough person. On top of that, her father was an ex-football player. I don't know a lot about football, guys. I'll be honest with you. All I know is that this year I won a couple bucks on the Super Bowl. And by the way, if you ever want to win the Super Bowl in the future, just see what team Charles Barkley's going to bet on and bet the opposite. And, so there you go. She's got two tough figures in her life, okay? On top of that, she's like this is Aries. This is a tough woman, man. Tough, strong woman. Just voicing her opinion. Again, I don't agree with what she said, but she's not afraid to say it. She has two sisters. One older and one younger. There you go. Middle child, okay? You're not the cutest. You're not in charge. You got to fight for your attention. There you go. More. Everything's adding up here, guys. Again, I'm not judging her. I'm trying to teach you guys things, damn it. She was raised by her mother after her parents divorced when Gina was 7. She has said that her family celebrates an Italian festival every year, though she is of a small percentage of Italian descent. Listen, I'm 50% Italian, if that wasn't obvious. Even the small percentage, okay, mixed in this thing here, it brings in more of the toughness, okay? So there you go. Carano graduated from Trinity Christian High School in Las Vegas, where she led the girls' basketball team to a state title. She also played volleyball and softball. She attended the University of Nevada, Reno for a year, and then University of Nevada, Las Vegas for 3 years, majoring in psychology. Ooh. Beautiful, and she's got a brain. Holy shit, what more do you want in a woman, guys? Other than the tweet, of course. The only guy that could actually live up to a woman like this is Superman, and that's who she ended up fucking dating. So there you go. Everything falls into place. Now, again, I don't know much about her fighting history here. I'm not a big MMA guy. I grew up watching the WWE. That still sounds weird to me. I don't know why. But it says here, Carano started her career in the sport of Muay Thai. Her then boyfriend, Kevin Ross, a pro Muay Thai fighter, got her involved after achieving a Muay Thai record of 12-1-1. Carano received an offer from Jamie Levine to participate in the first ever sanctioned female MMA bout in Nevada, with World Extreme Fighting to fight Latasha Pestova. About Carano won in 38 seconds, which sucks if you paid $80 for the fight on pay-per-view. She was invited to the World Pro Fighting Show in Las Vegas to fight Rossi Sexton. Carano won the fight by knocking out Sexton late in the second round. Now, first off, I've always said this, okay? But actually, Chris Rock even says it better. He said 80% of the people that got a job is because of someone you know. Someone helped you get the job, you know? Kevin Ross here, I don't know much about this dude, but, you know, he's a cool guy. You know, getting her involved and, you know, believing in her. That's awesome, you know? That's what you got to do, you know? And she was given a great opportunity. And, you know, it's one of those things where, yeah, you can be given the opportunity, but at the same time, can you live up to it? And she did. You know, she trained for years, I'm assuming. And, you know, she got involved here in the fighting and she kicked ass at it, literally, you know? So it's pretty awesome, man. I mean, you know, like it's crazy. I mean, I remember the whole Linda Rosny, yeah, and like there, and I don't know, she lost one match, and people said she was never the same, but you know, it sucks, you know. And the reason why I bring that up is because, yeah, you know, you're gonna suffer, you know. Eventually, you will lose in life. It doesn't matter if you're in a good role. It doesn't matter. Eventually, you will lose in life, you know, and depends how you get back up and just keep going again. That's, you know, it's like in Rocky Balboa when he gives that great speech. You know, it's not about, you know, how much you can get hit, how much you can take and keep moving forward, you know. And, you know, I say that because, you know, she's been hit with a pretty bad KO, you know, from Disney. And, you know, that doesn't mean she's got to give up. You know, it doesn't seem like she will. You know, she's still got a lot of opportunities, and you know, that's just the way I feel. I mean, you know, I feel she can definitely bounce back and definitely, you know, keep going. And like I said, she's been through a lot in her life. You know, she's done a lot of kick-ass things. I mean, it says here. It's this one site here, tonsoffacts.com. There you go. I'm going to assume, oh, they got 30 facts. That's a ton right there. It says here she was featured in ESPN, the magazine, as well as Maxim. Also says here, Carano performed as Crush in the revamped 2008 television series American Gladiators. Blazer. I had no idea they brought this shit back. She has stated that her #1 movie star crush is on the late Paul Newman. She's even got good taste in actors. Jesus. I mean, come on. Come on. What more do you want? In 2012, she received the first Chuck Norris Award for Best Female Action Star for her performance in the movie Haywire. The award was presented at an Action Fest film festival in Asheville. That does not sound right. Ash, what's it? Well, it says Ash and it says with an E. So is it pronounced Asheville, or apparently Ashy is considered a racial term now too, which is, I don't know, to me fucking bullshit. I don't know, because white people get ashy too. I don't know, but what? North Carolina, and it recognized a female star who exhibits the attitude, spirit, athleticism, and grit of Hollywood legend Chuck Norris. Chuck motherfucking Norris. Where, as seen on Family Guy, he is so tough that if you fuck with him, a fist will literally come out of his beard and punch you in the face. She's one of the cover athletes, along with Serena Williams. Another fucking tough chick. Both her and her sister are awesome. That's just my point. It doesn't actually say it here. That's just my opinion. Just saying. For the October 19th, 2009 edition of ESPN, the magazine's body issue, Carano and Williams are two of the athletes featured in a book by Dana Rasmussen. She was profiled in a feature story for the ESPN series E60 and was voted hottest women in America by Big Biz magazine in the spring 2008 issue. On May 13, 2008, Gina Carano was the fastest rising search on Google and third most searched person on Yahoo. Yahoo's still around, really? Okay. I mean, it was 2008, but okay. That and MySpace. Anyways, Carano served as a mentor to inspiring female fighters in the Oxygen reality series Fight Girls. In the movie Haywire, Carano wears a green hoodie embroidered with the same name as her high school alma mater, Trinity. She appeared on the television show Sports Science, where she choked out host John Brenkus. This has led to many fans requesting photos with Gina clenching them in the rear naked chokehold. With the help of electronic monitoring, it was determined that Gina's punches landed with 650 pounds of force, her knees with 550 pounds, and her kicks at 800 pounds, for a combined force of 4,800 pounds. She landed all 8 blows in 3 seconds. Oh, Madonna me. Okay, so again, if you want more proof how strong this Italian percentage is, it's right there. In 2014, Rant Lifestyle ranked her number 29 on her 30 hottest women in the world list. In July 2013, she and comic book creator Rob Liefeld announced that they were working on a big screen adaptation of Liefeld's Avenge Lynn, in which Carano would star as a fallen angel who is sent to Earth with a mission to find and protect the One, a person who holds the key to saving mankind from demons and other monsters. Nice. In September 2012, Carano signed on as the lead in an all-female ensemble, I just like saying it like that, action movie described as the female version of The Expendables. Well, it's 2021, we're still waiting for that, but I can wait. I'm patient. I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. In February 2012, Carano was cast in The Blood, an action thriller movie directed by John Stockwell. She appeared in the video game Command and Conquer: Red Alert 3 as Natasha, a purchasable hero unit, portraying the Soviet commando in various cut scenes. Carano starred also in the 2006 cult movie Ring Girls. Based on true events, Ring Girls is a fast-paced story about 5 American women from Las Vegas who take on the ultimate challenge of fighting the best Muay Thai fighters in the world. Carano's paternal grandfather was of 3/4 Italian descent. Gina's other ancestry is English, Scottish, and small amounts of Dutch and German. Okay. Well, I didn't know the German part. Again, guys, you remember when I said you're in the spotlight, don't say anything bad about Jewish people? This goes probably 1,000 more % if you're German, okay, for obvious reasons. In December 2012, she was nominated for Best Actress in an action film by the Screen Actors Guild for her role as Mallory Kane in Haywire. I gotta check out this movie. Fuck, I never heard of this shit. She was ranked number 39 on Maxim's Hot 100 list for 2014. For those of you who don't know what Maxim magazine is, I think Bernie Mac said it best on Saturday Night Live. Basically, in the thousands, if you were too chicken shit enough to buy a Playboy magazine, and for those of you that are 15 and younger who don't know what a magazine is, I'll explain later. It's pieces of paper that look like an iPad, whatever. So yeah, and it showed beautiful women, and there you go. Round 5 World of MMA came out with a Gina Carano action figure in its Champions of the UFC Series 4. That's when you know you've made it, when they make an action figure of you. She is formerly the third best 145-pound female fighter in the world, according to the Unified Women's MMA rankings. This all adds up to an extremely tough person. I'm not even going to say woman, just tough person. I mean, this is insane. This is crazy. I mean, like, again, I don't follow the whole MMA thing. I see it here and there, Remember a year ago when we used to go to bars and we were able to, go to bars and watch things? Yeah, so it's been a while. But, yeah, I mean, she has definitely kicked ass, man. And like I always like to end things here, go to IMDb and, just go over a couple of the movies and shows that she's been in. So it says here the very first thing she was in was Command & Conquer Red Alert 3. Like I mentioned before, it was a video game. I've said this before. I'm going to say it probably a million times after. You do the voiceover thing, boom, boom, easy money. Then her first official film, it did say before Haywire, but here it says Blood and Bone. So starring Michael J. White. I think he's finally playing Jax in the Mortal Kombat movie. I don't know. But, I can't watch trailers anymore because they give away too much shit. But, yeah. So, yeah, she was in this for a little bit. But her first main role here was Haywire in 2011. A Black Ops super soldier seeks payback after she is betrayed and set up during a mission. All right. You got Ewan McGregor in there. You got Michael Fassbender. Yeah, you got some. Michael Douglas is in this. Antonio Banderas. Fuck. How come I've never heard of this movie? The fuck? I gotta get with it. Well, 2011. That was 10 years ago. I don't know. A lot of shit has happened since then. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that one out. Fast and Furious 6. I'm not really into these movies either. I just wonder if you had a gun to my head, what would I rather watch? Star Wars movies or Fast and the Furious 6? Let's think. I'm just stick with rewatching Sopranos. Yeah, so I don't know. From what I've heard, this is a really good movie. It's one of the better ones apparently. I don't know. Listen. I only watched the first Fast and the Furious movie. It's some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. And then I only watched the second one because John Singleton directed it. Okay, rest in peace. Same man who did Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice. Tons of great movies. So I'm like, okay, if anybody can save this franchise, it's him. Unfortunately, he couldn't. With the acting styles of Tyrese. I did see that one clip of him, or the one clip where the Rock made fun of his forehead, which again is more irony. But and then Ludacris just spit out his drink, whatever. That was funny. Again, I don't know if this is the same movie, so I'm just saying shit here. But yeah, if you're into that, go ahead, check it out. Then she did Fast and the Furious Showdown, the video game. Again, voiceover work, easy money, Almost Human. Showed up in an episode there, like I said before, as Danica. Or Danica. There we go. And then she showed up in The Blood. I mentioned that before. Yeah, she was like... honestly, man, like she was becoming like the the lead female action star, man. I mean, yeah, she's on a good run here. Then Heist, Extraction, and then the awesome movie that came out in 2016. And the character was, we were waiting for this character to actually act like the character. I mean, I didn't read the comic books, but whatever. I mean, Ryan Reynolds kicked ass in it. Finally, no more fucking, green shit. The great movie Deadpool. Awesome movie. I mean, the first 10 minutes of this movie, if that doesn't sucker you in, I don't know what does. But the rest of the movie kicks ass. She's in this movie. She plays Angel Dust, which I don't know. I grew up watching the movie Friday, so that meant something completely different to me. But she was great in this. Awesome movie. In an R-rated movie, I mean, there's a scene where, the boob comes out, but you don't see it. But then it's like, you know what? Again, it doesn't matter. She is awesome, beautiful woman. It's a funny little scene. Overall, awesome movie. Kickboxer, Vengeance. I still enjoy these movies. I mean, these movies are going straight to video, but I still enjoy them. I think they made 2 of them. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen this one in a while. I forgot she was in this one, but they're good movies. If you like the kickboxer movies, you'll like these movies. I'm old school, man. I mean, I can only take so much green screen. I get it. It's a superhero movie. It's got to have green screen. Yeah. But, I like to see actual fighting in real life. So, good movie. Scorched Earth, Daughter of the Wolf, Madness in the Method, and of course her most recent role that everybody's talking about, that she got fired from for saying the tweet, is The Mandalorian. And this is where we leave off, guys. Again, I've never seen this show. I never will see this show. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. We've lost a lot of people because people want to voice their minds on Twitter, and I'll say it before and I'll say it again. If you're a movie star, don't have Twitter. It's just gonna get you into shit. Okay? I'm not saying don't say your opinions or keep your opinions to yourself. But be aware of what you're saying. Make sure it's constructed in a way where, first of all, it's not in text, because like I said, once you put something in text, you're fucked. But, say it in a way where, you're trying not to offend anybody, or if you are going to offend someone, guys, I don't know what to say. I'm being honest. I mean, again, we're living in a world where, I don't know, you say the word "the" and it offends people, so people are bringing up old shit from, what John Wayne, said fucking 60 years ago. I mean, on a fucking boat. I mean, the guy's just chilling out, whatever. But, it is what it is. But from what I've seen, from all these facts and everything she's been through, she has definitely been through a lot. She's worked her ass off to be here. And, I believe she'll bounce back. For sure. I don't know what aspect. I don't know if she's going to have to take some time off and, let the fire simmer a bit, or just, make sure it's totally out, whatever. But, And I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm still going to say that she would have made a kick-ass Wonder Woman. I don't know, I don't know, But it's one of those things we're just going to have to wait. And it's like I said before. I mean, maybe it's a combination of, her saying something not in the right way, or I don't know, maybe people don't want, powerful women speaking up, But guess what, guys? In 2021, you know what? Anybody has the right to say whatever they want, okay? It's just one of those things where you got to watch out what you say and how you say it, or you might have to suffer the consequences. But I doubt this is the last time you will hear of her, okay? Like I said, this just happened, like a month ago or something like that. So I really doubt that this will be the last time you ever hear of her. So now, if I don't know if she's still friends with Superman, but worst case scenario, Superman, could go into space and rotate the Earth, and just do her a solid, and just go back in time, and maybe she could think twice about this. I'm just saying, if I don't know how close they are still. I don't know if he is still Superman or whatever, or the Snyder Cut is coming out very soon. Apparently, it's going to be 4 hours and 2 minutes. I don't know. People complain about The Irishman. I'll wait till this comes out. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, I think Gina is a pretty tough woman. Should she have said what she said? No. But, I think Disney should take a really long look at their past and the shit they're doing, and, really think to themselves, was this the best move to do? Because also, like, I don't follow Star Wars and all that, but I know it is a huge cult following. Okay, anything involving space has a huge cult following. Okay, so I know a lot of people are pissed off that she got fired because of this. Okay, so you're dealing with that aspect, and you're dealing with the Jewish aspect. Then you're dealing with trolls online and culture vulture and cancel culture, and fuck, it just never fucking ends. But like I said, wait a little bit. It's not that. I mean, because of COVID, a lot of people aren't working anyway. So, if anything, it's a good time to just cool down and just not do anything anyway. So, but she'll be all right, I think. I think she'll be okay. I mean, she is a really beautiful woman, and she kicks ass. Definitely on screen, and I don't know. In my opinion, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. She shouldn't have said what she said, but. At the same time, we could use, more of a tough women mentality on screen, for sure. Especially for the whole couple years they went through the whole hashtag Me Too movement. I mean, we're still going through that now, and it just, let's just be honest, guys. Like, women are not getting a fair shake in Hollywood. I mean, like, if women gain like 20 pounds, they could be fired. If a woman does, says the wrong thing, she automatically, be known as, oh, you're a feminist, you're tough, But meanwhile, if a guy, says whatever he wants and gains 20 pounds, he gets a fucking Oscar. So, I mean, it's a weird world we're living in, guys. I don't know. For some reason, the losers are winning, and they're not even good losers. I mean, they don't even face you in real time. They face you online, which is not real. I get it. It's COVID. You were doing the whole Zoom thing, but let's be honest. Years ago, you guys were fucking cowards at home, doing the same shit. So let's just be honest with ourselves, okay? She's out there. She's living the real tough life, on screen and off, and I mean, should she be punished, for this forever? I don't think so, But again, you got to be aware of what you say in print. And just go on from there. We've all made mistakes, but we shouldn't have to pay for them for the rest of our lives. What's also ironic is Star Wars. I mean, stars today are constantly in wars with people online and the critics and any asshole with an internet connection. It's tough. Maybe all she wanted to do was just blow off some steam, just say something. And like a lot of people, when they blow off steam, they say things they might regret, or it's said in a way where it's misunderstood. But either way, should we condemn her for the rest of her life just because of this? I mean, should we ignore every other thing that she's been through just because of one post, one fucking thing she said on Twitter? Again, I'm not condoning it. But at the same time, we're living in this very fucked up PC world where everything we say might cost us a job. But at the same time, it's good to see a strong woman like this on the big screen who has worked her ass off to be where she is today. She represents in many ways the struggle that it is to be a woman in Hollywood. That to me is Gina Carano.